Hi everyone. Today I'm going to analyze some of the live games that are going on right now on the server. Just excuse me, that's my sound. 1 second. My apologies. Yeah, I will go ahead and replay a game that is going on right now on the server, and let's take it from there. So here we go. This is a one deal game. It's actually no auto pass. There are two types of games, no auto pass and auto pass. And this is no auto pass. It's a little bit slower than the auto pass, but otherwise it's the same. So let's see at these hands. Okay, I'll stop it right here. Let's see what is this player aiming for. Can we guess? She's trading 2-8 and the wind. Both are even numbers. There's another 2 right there. Sometimes players do that not to trade 2 at the same time. I do that the same thing. So when you pass 2 of the same kind, it could be helping your opponent. So this is why she's discarding 1, and then she'll discard the second one. Otherwise, I think 3, 9, 9, 9 like numbers, and perhaps 3, 6, 9 possibility. Okay, let's take a look at this one then. We have 2 south winds, a dragon, and then we have some sequential runs right there. 3, 4, 6, 4, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Perhaps that's a consecutive run. Yep. If I would get this kind of hand, I'd probably try a consecutive run. 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 6, 7, and then another bam of 4 on the left. Okay, let's move on to the next hand. Okay. Oh, that's the same hand. Okay. What we see here is a 2016 hand. You can see a white dragon. You can also see 1 and 2 and 2 different suits, and then you have another 1 bam and a third suit. That's a really good starting hand for 2016 hand. Let's move on. Okay, so let's pause this hand. We have some winds. We have 2 east winds, and then you have a north and south winds. Well, unless you're going for winds and dragons section, I don't see much use of this winds here. Not on this hand. Most of the tiles, all of them actually, are even numbers. And with even numbers section, I don't see any wins. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what is this player up to. Okay, I see a longer dots. I see 135. That's a really good start. She might need a matching dragon. Might not. She might need some flowers. So with the flowers and this whole bunch of dots that are all odds, that helps. There are some combinations and in the odds, which is number 2, number 5, and even number 7 if you have a matching dragon. Oh, let's take a look here. We have some dragons right there. Is this the hand I was talking about? That is has sequential runs, so perhaps this hand could be transitioned into consecutive run. Maybe that's the one, maybe not. But what I see here is a matching dragon, and I see cracks, a sequential run of cracks. So from here, you can take this hand towards like numbers. You see some dragons right here, 6 right there, 6 right there. Then if you keep this 6 and you keep the dragons and you kind of want to get more cracks in and then decide. So in this case, you would have 2 options at least. Okay, let's move to the next hand.
6 bamboos.
Okay, yep, this hand is going towards wings and dragons. Okay.
Nine
What she can also do is like numbers. If she gets rid of the east winds, then she has the north and south, and then 7 and 7, and that could work well with winds and dragons number 2.
4
right
bamboos.
here, nothing changed. This player has a really nice long run of dots. No matching dragon. There is, however, one flower that could help build the number 5. Otherwise, that hand could be 1, 3, 5. I don't know. Maybe odds number 1.
7 characters.
Okay, well, 7's being discarded.
7
I would
characters.
keep it. I would keep it for the number 2. Because there are some other. Maybe she has a different idea. But
8 bamboos. Eight bamboos.
No improvements here. And right here we have the 2016.
7 dots.
And it's going well, I think. She has some options, in a different suits for the numbers.
8
so
bamboos.
If one number doesn't come in, it might come in a different suit. So Okay. The dragon. Why is she keeping the dragons?
2
I'm not
bamboos.
sure because the dragons do not match. Perhaps she wants to go for something with the 2 suits, but I don't see the second one. I see only 5 bams. Okay.
8 characters.
The 8 was discarded. The south wind is kept. I'm not sure why. Why is that? And
9
then right
dots.
here, useless 9 dots being discarded. And as you can see, there are options, different options and different suits to complete the number part of 2016.
7 characters.
Okay, and right here,
8 dots.
nothing changed. I'm not sure why she has these dragons. The dragons, perhaps she does want to go for a second suit. It does make sense.
4 bamboos.
Okay. A useless 8 dots.
3 characters.
Doesn't fit this hand. Okay, and right here we have 5.
7 dots.
Perhaps she is considering going for hand number 2 on Winds and Dragons that requires like numbers, and it is a closed hand. She has 2 5s. She has a 5 crack and 5 bams. The 5 bams being discarded. I'm not sure why she keeps these dragons. Maybe it just looks nice. These are beautiful dragons, aren't they?
2 bamboos.
Okay, right here, I don't see any improvements. Wow, that's another
8 dots.
soap. That is nice because it opens up some other options. With this soap, you can go for number 3. Yeah, number 3.
4 characters.
And this one, let's see, the Winds and Dragons. Is she still keeping the like numbers? Yes. The 5s are still there. She discarded the 4 cracks. So perhaps she is considering the number 2.
2 characters.
And right here, I'm still puzzled. Why does she keep these dragons? If anybody knows, that would be great if you could write that in the chat.
Kong.
Okay. Oh, that's
1
the hand
bamboo.
number 4. Wow, she's going for hand number 4, which requires a Kong of soaps and a Kong of 2s, and then a single 1 9, a 1 6, and the same suit as the 2.
1 bamboo.
Yeah, she's still keeping the 5s, so it is a possibility. It is still a possibility to transition this hand into number 2. And right here,
7
nothing
bamboos.
changed. I don't see anything else as the only option, like the best option could be the number 5 in the odds. And with this hand,
South
she's starting
wind.
the south. Yes, it is useless. No point of keeping the south. And in fact, keeping the winds for longer, as you can see, there are no winds in these cards. So that means somebody is having them.
1 dot.
Typically, when nobody goes for wins, you see the wins and the discards from the very beginning. But if you don't see wins and the discards from the very beginning, then yeah, somebody is going for them. And the longer you wait to
9
discard your
characters.
wins, the more chances you have to feed somebody's win. Yeah, I would discard the winds at the very beginning.
8 dots.
Okay. Still don't know why she keeps these dragons. Okay, the
Red
red
dragon.
one. Look, she is discarding the red one. That means what? I don't know. She keeps the green ones while she has everything red. Anybody knows? I don't
1
know.
dot.
I have no idea why is that.
Three bamboos.
Six cracks.
6 characters.
She's got really nice run of dots, and it is sequential. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could work well for consecutive round
6
number 6. It
characters.
just requires 2 flowers and a sequential run of pungs. It is a closed hand though. You want to make sure of that. So she keeps everything.
8 characters.
That is okay, the 2 cracks, and then she keeps 1 and 6 cracks. That's for singles 1 and 6, and she needs to get rid of the 2 and 3. So that makes this hand 2 tiles away from winning. And how about
6
this one?
dots.
This one is 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles away from winning. So we have a leader here.
Red dragon.
The hand that goes for 2016 hand. 2016 hand number 4. This is the leader right now. Closest to call.
7 bamboos.
Okay, no match. Still
2
tiles
dots.
away. It is, yeah, 2 tiles away.
Four characters.
And this one, as I said, about 4 tiles away from calling. And right here, it's kind of tough. I am not sure what she's planning, but she
Pung.
did discard the dragon. As I said, that dragon didn't match this
6
hand.
characters.
And right here we see somebody with two different dragons and 4 pong melded. 4 pongs melded.
1 character.
Anyone has any clue why is that lady melding these 4 pongs? 4 cracks pongs? I'll take a closer look
3
when it
bamboos.
is her turn. Okay, that's a nice match. She's discarded
Red
another
dragon.
red dragon. And she has 1 more. I think that dots hand the best
2
to go
dots.
for number 1 and the consecutive run. And let's see right here. Wow. This hand is waiting right now.
3
She's waiting
bamboos.
for soap or a flower. Great job. Very nice.
Two dots. 2 dots.
Okay, right here.
9
Yeah, let me
characters.
take a closer look at this hand. So we have, what do we have here? We have, no, 1 second, let me pause it. We have 4 meld. Interesting. Interesting. Three, 4. Huh? I don't know. Yeah, there is one hand. I don't know. I'm puzzled. Anybody knows what is this player aiming for? I don't know. We'll watch the progress of this hand, and we'll find out.
Five bamboos. Green dragon.
Okay, green dragon. Discard it. And somebody's waiting for a soap or flower. I'm sure somebody will discard this. The third red dragon
Red
being
dragon.
discarded. And right here, somebody could discard the white. As I mentioned, I'm not sure what this player is building. Why is she keeping the dragons?
2 bamboos.
And why did she meld the 4 cracks? Eight cracks.
8 characters.
Okay, a flower or a dragon for this hand. And the flowers and the dragons and the
4
player's
dots.
hands. Okay, another flower. She's transitioning to number 5 odds. Yeah, this is exactly what I thought from the very beginning. In this case, 1, 2, 3 tiles away. And we do have somebody already waiting for a soap.
Green dragon.
The dragon is being discarded, so I assume the dragons are not part of this pattern. So if it is so, then 4 melts. 4 melts is good for consecutive round.
6
it is also
bamboos.
good for even numbers. But which one she's going for, I have no idea, because the hand isn't very obvious.
Seven bamboos.
I mean, the tiles in her hand do not form an obvious pattern. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3 tiles away.
9 dots.
Somebody's waiting for a flower or a soap. And this player has a soap. Let's see what happens. Will she play defensively? Because if you play defensively, you shouldn't discard the soap.
Green dragon.
And this happened yesterday as well. If the player would play defensively, then she would discard the soap. when you have a tile that you're afraid to discard, you think that's a dangerous tile, then it's better
One
to keep
dot.
it and discard it last. You decide, you want to take that risk and discard it, and then your hand becomes ready to call for Mahjong. That makes sense. But if you discard dangerous tile and you have
Seven
less dangerous
dots.
tiles in your hand, that's not smart. That's not smart at all, because you could have went into draw. Somebody else could have won, or somebody else would feed and lose
Six
twice as
dots.
much. If you have no point, then don't discard it. So let's see what happens now. She is discarding the 2, and that
Two
means,
characters.
oops, I'll take a closer look next time. She's still
Three
waiting.
characters.
Players are quite defensive. I see that they tried their best to discard less dangerous tiles. Was that an accident? Probably not. These are very skilled players. Look
Eight
at the belts.
dots.
3 players right here have brown belts with 2 stripes. That's almost black belt. That's almost maximum. And only 1 player is a green belt. And in fact, I don't know what she is playing. The green
Six
belt.
dots.
Okay, right here. Okay, nothing changed.
1 character.
And let's see what this player does. I think this is the time when she'll want to discard the dragon. Nope. A useless 9 goes first.
9 dots.
And she has 3, 5, 3, 4, 5 sequential run. I don't know. Maybe she did not realize that this hand, number 6 consecutive run, is a close hand. Maybe we'll see that later.
9 characters.
Because in the beginning, I remember when I was a green belt. I mean, I'm still a green belt, but in the beginning, when I just started and I just got my green belt, or I was a white belt, I would make a ton of these mistakes. I would go
5
for another
bamboos.
hand that is actually closed. I would meld an early when players would declare my hand dead. You don't want to make
1
those
bamboo.
mistakes. Being dead, it's basically paying twice, like losing twice. Right here, so far, the
8 bamboos.
discards from these players are great. She's not discarding the soap, which is very, very much important at this stage. 28 tiles left, 27 tiles left. You do want to be careful. Like, for example,
West
if
wind.
there are 27 tiles left, why would you risk if you are 3, 4 tiles away? Let's see if this hand, how many tiles away is this? Oh, she's transitioning into
5
Winds of Dragons
bamboos.
only. So that's that is probably 1 tile away. So this pair could be still risking and discarding more dangerous tiles. But if you're 3, 4,
6
25 tiles
bamboos.
left, just fold. Fold and discard everything that is not dangerous. Okay.
3 characters.
3, 4. She needs another suit, as far as I can see. But if she needs another suit, that means it is a consecutive run, as I said, and she doesn't need that soap. But she
North
is
wind.
afraid of discarding it. That is a skill. Look at this. No soaps on the discards.
Kong.
That is a red flag. Look, a melt
5
of north
characters. 5 characters.
winds. 5 characters. 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 5 charact She's going for 4. Number one, either number 2, or number 4. I think
East
that's number
wind.
4. She has a flower. She had never discarded it. She better keeps it because she'll lose twice. Okay, 5 being discarded. And then 9
5
kept.
characters.
Oh, that's tough. Anybody can help me with this hand? I don't know what is this hand, so I'm not sure. Maybe she folds. Yeah, she folds maybe. Yeah, that's correct. Look, the
4
5
dots.
on the table right here and 5 right there. She's discarding the safe tiles. That's the spirit. You don't discard dangerous tiles at the end. And the white dragon
4
soap
characters.
is very, very dangerous. Okay, I think we have another calling hand. Oh, it's not calling. She already won. Congrats. That's a great win. Somebody was waiting for such a long time. And congrats to the green belt, the Seaward. She never discarded the white dragon, and she could have. She started breaking her hand, but she did not throw a tile into a Mahjong. Great job. Great job. Okay, let me find another game. This is the same one, starts to play automatically. I need to pull something else. Okay, I'll pause it at the moment. 1 second. Just give me a few moments and I will find the right game. I just need a little bit time, a little bit. Okay, that's 913, 913, 6842. That's one of them, but I need to find something better than this. 900. Okay, 913, 913. 6900. That's another game. Okay, we have an auto pass. I want to find the live marathon game. If it is there, 913, 913, 6876. That's another game. Okay. Well, I couldn't find any marathon games, but that's all right. We are going to replay another. Nine one three 6876 until number 1. Yeah. Okay. We have it. So this is the next game. It is also a live game that just happened. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so from the first glance at this hand, I would probably see. I see here some like numbers. Look, ones. You have ones and one bam. You have a pair of ones cracks. You don't have any dots, but you do have two dots. And you have two cracks and you have two bams. So either one could go for like numbers. This would be probably my first choice. Let's see the next one, and let's see if we can find the pattern, the best pattern to go for. Right here we have 6, 7, 4, 6 dragons, west wind. That's tougher. 1, 2, 3. Not much. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. This is more difficult. But I also see 7 bams, 7 cracks, and 7 dots. So that's like numbers. And you also have red dragons and a flower. So these are the ingredients for a perfect like numbers, I think. Why not? What you could do is keep the sevens in each suit and try to build your dots. So either one would go. You would keep your like numbers with the flowers, and the flowers actually help for many sections of the card. So from here I would take it to like numbers, and I'll kind of try to get more dots in the hand. I would discard the 9, 6. At this point I would keep the west wind, as this is a possibility for like numbers also. Well, no, not for this one though. The west wind is good for even numbers. Look at the winds and dragons number 3. See, the west goes with the like numbers, and north and south goes with odds, and we try to keep the possibility of like numbers and the odds. So in this case, the west wind would probably be discarded, and I would also discard the 6 and 9. Everything else I would keep. Let's see what this player does. Obviously, she hasn't seen the like number possibility, but she might see something else. Anybody knows what else is here? What would you do if you would get this starting hand? Okay, and move on to the next hand. Wow, right here, 4 jokers from the very beginning. Oh my god, that's like half of the jokers in one hand. Oh, well, with many jokers comes a responsibility. You have to win. You have to make sure you win, because otherwise it's a shame. You have 4 jokers and the very beginning. You gotta win this game. So how do you win it? What would I do if I would have so many jokers? Well, now I learned if you have many jokers, don't look at the pair hands first. Don't look at any of them. It will spoil your hand. If you have pairs that you don't have them complete in your hand, that could be the bottleneck. Don't want to do that. You want to look at queens. The queens pay almost double for the same hands. I mean, not the same, but still, if you have jokers, it shouldn't be too difficult to have a quint. So right here, let's see what are the possibilities. Obviously, there are no dragons in the queens section. And if it is such, then the dragon has to go. The winds. I would keep the winds. There is a hand with the flowers and the winds. And then I would keep some numbers, so you can build up like pawn, con, and then a queen. You need some longer, pair or pawn. So you need some same suit numbers. And as you can see from this hand, there aren't any one suit numbers. And in this case, what would I do? What would I do? Yeah, I would just discard 3 tiles. The first option would be the dragon, and then some of the numbers, and I hope that the one that's left, you were gonna draw or trade from the trust of the same numbers, same suit. Yeah, this is the best starting hand so far. Let's move on to the next one. Right here, look at this hand. Look at this. This is 2016. You have 2 soaps. Dragon is useless. The red one, I mean. North and west, well, they don't go together, but I would still keep them and see which ones would come into my hand, and I would keep the ones that I have more. And also we have a 6 bam, and you have a 2 crack, and you have a 1 dot. These are the starting points for the numbers in a 2016 hand. So we'll see how this evolves. Okay, she's got the green dragon. She has the soaps. She has the north and the west wind. You know what? With this, I could try also 4 winds and dragons. Perhaps if you get more winds and more dragons, that could be a nice case. And right here, you can also see 1, 2, 1, 2. The 2 right there. It could be converted in 1, 2 also, or that 3 could become the Kong for hand number 5 in a consecutive run. And right here we have what do we have? We have 2 red dragons, a west wind. Okay. Yes, this player is going for like numbers. Yeah, that's a good option as well. No, that's odds. And look how well it's played right now. She's got all the 9s and the 5s and the 7s. I think almost all of them for hand number 2. Wow, such a transition. I mean, there was never a transition. I never knew what she was up to. Well, I just told you my ideas for that beginner hand. I think a queen
9
would still make
dots.
sense. and right here, the red one is
Red
going
dragon.
into these cards. That's fine because I see only even numbers, and she might be getting rid of the wins, or maybe not. She has 4, 4, 4. She
4
might keep this
bamboos.
for the like numbers. I mean the like numbers in the winds and dragons. There are two hands that I call like numbers and the winds and dragons because they do require like numbers.
5 bamboos.
And right here, this is 2016 hand, I still believe. She keeps the dragons to transition into something, I
5
believe.
bamboos.
And let's look at this even numbers right here. She got another 4. She's discarding the north, and she's going
North
to keep the
wind.
east and west, and that's the like numbers in the winds and dragons number 3. Yes, that's right. And let's take a look at the next one, the one that I was hoping that would go for queens, but
North wind.
no, it's going for odds, as far as I can see, with the option to transition into like numbers. Not bad, not bad. And right here,
5 dots.
well, same thing, 2 options. She's collecting all the dragons, and also she still has a possibility of going for like numbers in the like
West
numbers
wind.
section, number 2. She has no flowers. I would say number 1 as well, but no flowers. Okay. And right here, what do we have? Nothing changed. She has
6
useless
characters.
6 cracks. No use. She could have discarded the south wind, though. I think that would be a better option. And right here,
2
same
characters.
thing. No progress. It's either odds number 2 or like numbers. Still possible. And right here,
West wind.
west wind's being discarded. That's right. And she's keeping all the dragons. So she does keep 2 options. She might want to go for all dragons, but she has no flowers though.
Green dragon.
And that dragons option is number 6, and it does require flowers, like a full Congo flowers, in fact.
9 dots.
Okay, she's got
2
a 9.
bamboos.
She's discarded what? The 2, that's right. Okay, that's a 4 bams. Look,
4
it's 1, 2, 6,
bamboos.
and the number part of the 2016 is rated in the bams. So in this case, you would have to discard the cracks. Oh. Yeah, she would keep the soaps.
6
Okay.
bamboos.
The soaps and the other dragons would have to be discarded for 2016 hand. And right here, yeah, useless south needs to be discarded.
South wind.
As I pointed out before, you want to be careful with the winds. In fact, you have to be
9
careful
dots.
with everything. The best is to discard something that was discarded recently. Not previously, but recently. Or it was, you have a 9 dots and 3
7
9 dots were
bamboos.
discarded. Even a long ago, it's all right. I think 3 dots long ago, and it's end of the game. You have 1 9 dot in your hand. I think that's all right to discard it.
3 dots.
Still, the best to discard something that is being recently discarded. But if you have no choice, I think that would be still okay option. South is being discarded.
Wind.
Great, and she's got another flower, and that helps her with transitioning into something else. Great job. She's keeping some options right there.
7 characters.
And right here we have. Did she discard 7? Oh my God. She did discard the 7. Okay. I was thinking of option to transition into.
7 dots.
And here, 7 dots was discarded, and she is keeping the options open for 2016 hand or just the dragons.
3 bamboos.
Dragons section. Okay, a flower. That's
West
great.
wind. Seven characters. Green dragon. One bamboo. East wind.
Okay, so what do we see here?
7 characters.
Yeah, I'll take a closer look next time, at the next turn. 4 jokers, 69 tiles left. And this is not a calling hand yet. Okay,
Red
the red
dragon.
one's being discarded, so I believe this is being converted as we speak into 2016 hand. Then this is a flower right here. And
8
what is
bamboos.
this? This is, I remember I had some options on a consecutive run. There were options for like numbers as well.
Red dragon. Three dots.
Nothing changed here. Oh yeah, I forgot to take a closer look next time. And the red one being
dragon.
discarded. So this hand is 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles away, I believe. And right here, let me take a closer look.
3 bamboos.
Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, next time then. Right here, we have like numbers, don't we? Or we also have, what we also have is evens, but it's kind of tough because the option number 1 requires just a pair of 4s and 2s. And right here, I don't see any 2 dots, and I see a count of 4 dots. In this case, 4 dots are not useful at all. And then we have 1, 2, 3. It's just actually 3 tiles away from calling. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's move to the next hand.
9 characters. Kong.
Okay,
2
this is something
bamboos.
really else happening here. I wasn't suspecting something like that. Interesting option. And she's discarding the 6, so that
6
must be something else
dots.
though. So this is like numbers instead, and it is also 4 tiles away. So it's kind of either way. The one way was to go for option number 1 and the evens, and the other option is to go for like numbers, which is still 4 tiles away
6
from calling.
dots.
And yeah, I again forgot to take a closer look at this 4 jokers hand. Let's see this hand. Come on, get back. Want to see it. Okay, we have 7 and 9 BAMs. And then I think it's 5, 7, 7, 9. In that case, it's 3 tiles away from calling.
Eight characters.
Okay, 9.
2 dots.
Wow, interesting option. And what is this hand? I'll take a closer look next time.
5 dots.
And right here, as we experienced, this is going into like numbers, one on the left and this one. Now let me take a closer look. So she's keeping this 6 and she's discarding 8, which is, same thing. I still believe this is 5779, which is odds number 2. Let's move on.
8 characters.
Seven right here. Nope. No use.
7 dots.
Okay, right here. What do we have? 9 being melded. I need help. Anybody knows what is this hand going for? What is this player aiming for? This could be odds number 1. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, I think that's the one. Look at the odds number 1. She has the pair of 1 singles. She needs a pair of 3s, and she just got it. Then all she needs is to improve 3 tiles, which is 2 dots, 2 cracks, and the flower. As soon as she improves these 3 tiles, she will be calling. Not too bad. It's actually not bad at all. 3 tiles, still calling, 54 tiles left.
2 dots.
Still a chance to win. And this hand is 3 tiles away because she just got a really nice tile.
8 dots.
That matches her pattern, so that means she is 2 tiles away. We had somebody 3 tiles away, and this one is
6 dots.
4 tiles away with the jokers. I don't think she's got the best hand to aim for from the very beginning. As I mentioned before, I would go for queens in that case.
5 characters.
It doesn't mean I would do better. But if I would do the same, I would at least aim for something bigger. So it would make more sense, probably. Okay,
3 dots.
Yeah, we already know what is this here. This is number 1 on the left. The odds number 1, and this one is the like numbers, which is
8
number
dots.
1 with the flowers. So she is improving 2 more tiles. So this hand is 2 more tiles away from calling. And this one is still 3 because the
6 dots.
8 cracks that was drawn through the wall is useless. No point. And right here, there's a flower, a flower, a flower, a flower, a flower.
1 bamboo.
Flower is not part of this hand that she needs. Or am I mistaken? Maybe yes. I'll have to take a closer look later.
2 characters.
And right here we have a 2 crack.
Eight dots.
Okay, is this? Yeah, still 2 tiles away. And right here, still whatever
8
2
characters.
tiles away, 3 tiles away from calling. And I want to take a closer look at this 2016 hand. I want to find out what is the exact option she's going for. I think she's going for 4-4. She's discarding the 2. She's keeping the 1 and the dragons. And she has a pair of 6. And then she needs to improve her 2 bams. So I think this is the case. And she's keeping the flower, by the way. So that means she is going for 2 options. it's either number 4. No, sorry. It's number 3 because it requires the numbers in the different suits. It's number 3. But she's keeping the flower. The flower. Well, she might just, keeping it for a while and discard it later. I think the best option from here is number 3, the 2016 hand, number 3. Let's move on.
2 dots.
Okay, no point.
2
Still 2
characters.
tiles to improve. Two bams.
2
Discarded.
bamboos.
She's keeping the north wind. I think she does that, or she doesn't think maybe about this.
East
But
wind.
if that would be me, I'll probably still discard the 2 first, and then the north wind, because north wind is safe, and the 2 might not be as safe later on.
1 character.
Sometimes players do that. Sometimes I do that. But if I see 2 melts, or even 1 melt could be dangerous, very dangerous, but 2 melts is really dangerous. You have to assume that this hand is ready.
Green dragon.
And look, this one improved, I believe. She's 1 tile away from calling, or maybe 2. Maybe 2. I think that's not
North
a flower right there.
wind.
She doesn't need. And look, the north is being discarded. And it's just 1 tile away. And right here, same
2
thing.
dots.
I think it's 3 tiles away. And look, 4 jokers. 4 jokers. And she's not even waiting.
South wind. Five bamboos.
Yep, like numbers, 1
7
tile to improve.
bamboos.
She can actually melt stuff. If somebody throws a 4 bams, she'll probably claim it and be ready at the same moment. So it's 7, yeah, correct.
8 dots.
7 and 9, and then 5, 7, and that means she's 2 tiles away. She has to start melding. Well, somebody has to
4
throw
characters.
the tiles for her to melt. Like the 5 bam, this lady did not discard because she saw the 7. She's afraid to discard this at this point. Unless you're discarding
1
a tile
bamboo.
and your hand becomes ready, the risk pays off. But if it doesn't become ready and you have some other options that are less
9
dangerous,
bamboos.
then you want to do that first. That will save you wins. That will save you losses.
Kong.
Okay,
4
so
characters.
Yes, 7, 9, correct. 1 tile to improve, 30 tiles left. Still a chance. Still a nice chance to win. And right here, things aren't going as well because
7
I see
bamboos.
this hand is about 4 tiles away, I believe. And right here, she's discarding the
1
9.
bamboo.
No, she's discarding 1. She's still 1 tile away. What did she do? Oh yeah, 7 and 9 Kongs. That's correct. At first, I
North
thought
wind.
it's a Pong of 7, and I was like, what?
Six bamboos. Kong.
6 bams.
5 bamboos.
Yeah, everyone is melding. So at this point, you want to be very,
8
very careful. This is
bamboos.
the end of the game. There could be more than one player ready. She's discarding the soap. Very, very
White
dangerous.
dragon.
Like, nobody needs it, I know that. But, oh, actually somebody needs it. Yeah,
Kung.
that's the 2016 hand needs it. It's she's lucky
6
that
characters.
this hand is not ready. But that was a very dangerous move. Especially she had another less dangerous tile. So you don't want to do that.
East
You
wind.
want to discard the less dangerous tile. Unless it's the beginning of the game and you're like, oh, this one is going to be dangerous later on. If you have
7
that thinking, that makes
characters.
sense.
Plum. Bamboo.
Okay. Things are heating up. Still.
Orchid.
Not the best tile that she has drawn from the wall. The 9 dots, useless. However, it is a safe discard, at least. And the flower was a safe discard, so 2 players just discarded the flowers.
South wind.
And right here, this hand is waiting. This hand is waiting, and this one is not 1 tile away. The south is waiting.
Green dragon.
This one is not.
6 characters.
Kind of tough without jokers. No jokers, it's always difficult. And right here, the 5. It's dangerous to discard
5
the 5
dots.
right now. Because you see that 7-9. She's lucky that this is not a calling hand. But I wouldn't do that. I would discard the 9 first. Because 9s were discarded before. And 9 will match
9
this pattern
characters.
with 7-9. So she's lucky. And look what happened next. Look who won. Now the player that had like 3-4 tiles away, just in the half of the game, like half game passed, she had 3-4 tiles away, and she won. 20 tiles left, or 16 tiles left in the wall. Great job, very nice. And let me load another game. Okay, I found a nice game to play. There is a marathon going on right now, and let me load it. Just 1 second. I'll load another game. Okay, I have a marathon game. And let's look at the starting hands. We have two soaps, we have north and south and the west. And that made me think that this could be a good choice. Made me think that 2016 section of the card could be a good choice. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this one, let's see. She discarded the 4 bams, 3 cracks, and the west wind. What would that mean? She's keeping 6-8, 6-8, and 5-7. Is she thinking of like numbers? Or maybe a consecutive run? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like numbers 6-8. One of them, you know. Okay, and right here we have a really nice run of cracks. We have 2, 3, 4, and then 7, 8, 9. Not too bad. And she's got another 1 crack, so that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 jokers. That's perfect. I'm not sure why players do not go for consecutive run number 6. Like, I many times seen that this could be a viable option and players would not go for it. Okay, let's see what happens with this one, if she spots this one. The only issue I see with this hand is there are no flowers. Here's the thing with the flowers. The flowers are not the same as regular number tiles, because there are 8 flowers and regular tiles just 4. And whether you need a pair of flowers, it might not be an issue, because you might be getting it from the wall. There are 8 of them. So if you need just a pair of flowers and you have everything kind of alright, then I'd take my chances. And I would go for number 6, even though without flowers. I would hope to get the flowers during the game from the wall. Typically, players do not pass flowers during the Charleston. Well, once in a while I do. That's very rare, because
3
flowers give
bamboos.
you transition options. Okay, I see already 4 flowers in
8
players' hands.
characters.
So the chances for that player to get flowers from the wall are slimmer, but still, they still exist.
North
Because
wind.
she just needs 1 flower in her hand, that's all. Then she could be waiting for a flower, and it's actually good to wait for a flower, I noticed. I
3
think
bamboos.
players do get rid of the flowers when they decide
South
their
wind.
their hand, what's their final hand would look like. And if the final hand has no flowers, they obviously
South
discard
wind.
them. So in this case, with this cracks, I would go for number 6. And when you go for number 6, you actually
8
earn not
characters.
25 points, but 30 points. And it makes sense. 5 points make a huge difference. Could make a huge difference when it comes to winning a round game.
7 bamboos. Pung.
Okay, so let's see what is this player up to. She has melted the 7. 7 bams. I think this is a consecutive run, number 5. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I think this is consecutive run. Number 5. Oh no, it's not. Number 5 requires a Kong. Or you know what? I don't know. I'll have to see the progress and find out later. Nobody's helping me in the chat, and I have no idea. Perhaps it's 5-7, you know, and 7. I don't know. Consecutive. That would be nope. Odds. Kind of tough as well. I don't know. Let's move on.
2 bamboos.
Yeah,
8
this is my
dots.
favorite hand. 2 jokers. Really nice round of cracks. As I said earlier, my primary option would be consecutive run number
3
6.
dots.
And right here with the dots, 6, 7 pairs. I don't know. We'll take a closer look at the next turn. And right here we have the soaps.
Orchid.
We have 6, 8, dragon, soaps, east wind. I have no idea where this hand is going, but we'll watch the progress. The flower. The flower is being discarded.
Bamboo.
Still have no idea about this hand. West wind discarded.
3 dots.
3 dots. Oh yeah, I wanted to take a look at this hand closely. I want to take a closer look at this hand. And. Interesting. That's kind of tough. I don't know. I mean, there are some options, but it's just so far away. I guess this is alright because it's just 86 tiles left. So perhaps this is going into odds number 5. See, you have the flowers, you have a completed, I mean, it's not completed yet. It's a pong of 1 dots. And then you need the 3 and 5 dots. Or you could also go for 5, which are absent also, and 7 and 9. So there are 2 options to transition into. It's either going for lower numbers or going for the upper numbers. Okay, I guess that's all right. It's 86 tiles left. I mean, what can you expect? No one's ready yet. And right here, let me see. What do I see here? I see the soaps. The soaps are really sticking out. There's a full pong of soaps, a green dragon, and winds, west and east. So what do you do with that? I believe this player is keeping two options. She hasn't decided on the specific hand, and I would do probably the same. If I would have this hand, I would discard. No, I wouldn't discard the flower though. The flower I would keep, but I would discard the 7 first. Why is she keeping it? Why she doesn't discard it? She probably wants to keep it for a different suit to start, maybe. That's still tough because I don't see. I don't see any odds to be required the dragons. And okay, so I think she just keeps two options: the north, the dragons and the winds, and even numbers for I don't know 6 and 8 somehow. I don't know. We'll have to watch for the progress of this hand.
Orchid.
Okay, and right here, same thing. I don't know. Nobody's helping me find out. So I'll have to
Four
look at the
dots.
progress and we'll figure.
Eight characters.
Okay, 8 was discarded. She's keeping the upper odd numbers.
8 bamboos.
Yeah, she's discarding
East
the
wind.
winds. That's correct. No point of using them. Flowers being discarded. That's the second flower I noticed. She's discarded. Has no need of flowers. Still not sure what is this hand. And right here, as I said, I do have some really nice options, but
South
look,
wind.
the flowers aren't coming into this hand, and she might want to think of something else. And by having so many cracks, I think there are still options.
5
The option number
bamboos.
1, the lower numbers, and possible the option number 1 and the
West
odds.
wind. East wind. Green dragon.
Yeah, no match. I'm sure she
Green
is
dragon.
trying to go for the odds, number 5. Right here, she started discarding the
Green
dragons.
dragon.
So that makes me think that this is. Oh yeah, I know what it is. It is. It is the odds number
8
4.
dots.
Or maybe the consecutive number 4 also.
9 bamboos.
I have to take a closer look. to find out exactly what that hand is aiming
3
for.
bamboos.
7, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's a consecutive round number 4.
West wind.
Yep. And if it is so, then 1, 2, 3, 3 tiles away. So now we have somebody 3 tiles away from calling.
North wind.
I would calculate how many tiles away from calling on this hand, but I don't know where it is going. And this one, it's still not
5
decided.
bamboos.
She still keeps 2 options: the upper odd numbers and the lower
Pung.
sequential cracks for consecutive
6
round number
dots.
6, I believe. Wow. That's
4
great,
characters.
but she is not going for number 6, and at this point it might be right because she has no flowers. At this point I would not go for that hand as
9
well,
dots.
because the point was to get at least 1 flower, and if you don't have 1 flower, then you want to think of something else.
5 characters.
And right here, 5, 7.
Pung.
Yep. This is why it was tough, because she didn't have the tile. So she's
2
going for
characters.
odds. She's going for odds number 1, which makes sense, which makes complete sense right there. And right here,
9 bamboos.
Nothing changed. She is still looking into going for number 5, I believe.
5 characters.
And right here, what we have is she's discarding the 2 right now. She should.
North wind.
Oh, it's not her turn.
Eight dots.
That's not the best drum tile. She was about to
2
discard the 2 cracks,
characters.
and the 2 cracks come in. How many times did that happen to you?
1 bamboo.
And this is getting
4
closer
dots.
to be ready. It's just 2 tiles away. Not too bad. And right here, what we have, 5, 7,
9 dots.
7, 9, I would say. Or maybe there's something else. 5, 7. Maybe 5, 7.
2 characters.
And 7, yeah, 7, 9. I don't know. Something like that.
2 bamboos.
And right here, oh, she has just drawn a joker. That helps. And right here, the 7, it's kind of useless.
7
But she
bamboos.
could transition from here into like numbers as well, if she would keep that 7. And right here, we have 5, 7. And
2 dots.
7, 9, but it's not anywhere close for 7, 9. Like, it looks intimidating for everybody else, doesn't it? 2 melts. So that means, wow,
2
this player is
dots.
probably on the way to win. And right here, she's discarding 1 flower, so she must be going for 2 flowers.
Chrysanthemum.
Hand number 7 in the odds. It's a close hand. It requires a pong, 3 pongs of odd numbers, lower numbers,
Red
or upper
dragon.
numbers.
One bamboo.
6.
West wind.
Still 1 tile away, I believe. And this one, She discards. She's going from
4
the lower or
characters.
upper numbers. She's keeping the north wind. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe somebody can help me with that hand.
9
And right here, as I
dots.
said, this is still 2 tiles away. And right here, look, she's
4
keeping the 9.
bamboos.
Yeah, this is 5, 7, 5, 7, 9. It's just so undeveloped. And this one is
5
ready. Oh,
characters.
she's discarded the 5? Oh yeah, 5 is required as just a pawn. Yeah, of course. So that's not
4
ready, still 1 tile
bamboos.
away. And right here, 1 crack being discarded.
1 character.
4 bams.
4 bamboos. 6
No
dots.
progress. 40 tiles left.
Three dots. 6 characters.
No progress here either.
Kong.
What can you do? If the tiles are not coming.
3
Okay,
characters.
I was mistaken. Look at this. This is 5, 7, and the 6 in the middle. Oh, I see. This is why she keeps the dragon.
2 bamboos.
It's the hand number 4. How did I miss it? Okay, now I know. And right here, why she's not keeping
5
it.
dots.
This must be something else. Because from my understanding, the 5 was a crucial tile right
5
there.
dots.
Okay, I gotta learn. I'll find out later. This is why I'm doing that critical analysis of the games, so I know
1
every
bamboo.
option and how you build it. And when you build it.
Red dragon.
And right here, 6, 7, 1, 2, have no idea.
9
What is she doing?
characters.
1 and 6, 7. Oh, is it?
Mahjong.
God. This is Quince. This is Quince number 4. Oh, somebody won on the cracks. Great job. Okay, let's analyze the last deal today. There will be the second deal of the marathon next. This is a marathon game. It's a 4 deal round. It's a 1 round, 4 deals. And what I see here is southwest, longer cracks. I would keep the winds and the cracks in this case. Right here, I would also keep, look, 7, 8. Okay, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, she's doing that consecutive thing again, I think. And right here, she is discarding the lower dots, but she's keeping everything that's up. And the dragons. So it could be also, I don't know, it's too early. It's too early. You just want to, build and gather the tiles first and then kind of find out exact hand. You don't aim for exact hand in the very beginning. It's just kind of broad. At least for me, I never know my exact hand because there's so much can happen. You start drawing tiles or trading tiles from other players, and you change your mind. You get the other tiles, and then you see that there are better options. And right here we have a long run of cracks. This could be the number one. I see that these tiles are odds, so this could be odds number one. And right here, really nice wins. Yeah, you want to build on those. And right here, we have the upper dots and the dragon. So she's keeping the dragon to match, perhaps, on some kind of a hand. It could be same deal as we had last time. I couldn't figure it out, but this looks the same as number 4 consecutive run. And and right
9
here,
bamboos.
what would that be? This could be odds as well, and could also be transitioned into
1 bamboo.
No, I think it's the odds. 5, 7, 7, 9.
3 dots.
This one. And the next one with the reds. She's discarding the green dragon. That's correct.
Green
and then
dragon.
This hand is 3 tiles away from winning, I believe. Yep, 3 tiles. And this one is at least 1, 2, 3, 4,
8
5.
bamboos.
At least. So we have a leader. And right here, what do we have? She's got another 6.
Green
That's
dragon.
a nice round. Oh, she's keeping the dragons. And that, yeah, with the dragons you can do with the odd numbers. It's the number
9
7, odds number
bamboos.
7, dragons matching, and then 1, 3, 5, or 5, 7, 9, the odds, and a pair of flowers. It is a close hand though. And right here we have
8 bamboos.
cracks. And she just drawn 1 crack that matches this pattern that she's aiming for. That's great. And
8
then we have here
bamboos.
the winds and no dragons, just the winds. I think she's trying to go for winds.
2 characters.
When somebody's going for wins, it's obvious in this game, because when nobody's going for wins, you can see the wins and the discards from the very
Red
beginning.
dragon.
And when somebody's aiming for wins, then you don't see them in the discards, because during the Charleston, somebody is collecting them.
9
And
bamboos.
when the game starts, nobody is discarding them. That's a clear indication. And if you happen to have a wind and the second half
8
of the game,
characters.
that's dangerous. In this situation, like right now. Okay, 7.
4 bamboos.
5, 7. 7, I don't know, something around that. I'm not sure if this player is actually decided completely where is she going. And right here, I'm also puzzled.
4
Maybe
bamboos.
It's just too early to say what it is, but I'm sure she knows what she's doing. And right here,
Plum.
yeah, this is 1 tile away from calling. Very nice, very nice. Okay, useless 1 dot.
6 bamboos.
Look, right here, she discarded the 6, but there is an option. You better discard the 1, and then you could keep the options open
5
to transition into
bamboos.
Wings and Dragons number 3. She shouldn't discard the 6 in this case, because there was another tile that you could have discarded and never break a transition option.
4
And
characters.
let's see here. Okay, nothing changed. 80 tiles left.
8 dots.
See, she discarded a 6. She would have 3 sixes, and then
3
you get rid of
bamboos.
the north and south, and then you transition into like numbers number 3. She could have discarded 1, you know. And right here,
2
she's still
characters.
keeping this sequential run of does with a matching dragon. That's always a good idea. However, I do not know the exact hand she's
2
aiming at this point,
bamboos.
and it could be too early to say. 77, 76 tiles left. This player is still 1 tile away.
4 bamboos.
Isn't this 1 dot useless?
4 dots.
If that would be another 6, you know, it's still, you don't want to go exactly for that second option, wins and dragons, but it's always too nice
7
to keep it
bamboos.
going, you know, something else, something you can fall on. If things don't go your way, you know, you're not getting your tiles, or perhaps
East wind.
you're out of the tiles you need for your hand. So what do? Your hand becomes dead. It's good when nobody notices and you're just
4
dead
dots.
and dead, whatever. But if somebody notices by your discard, I mean by your melts, well, that's a situation because you lose another
1
25
dot.
points. Look, she's keeping the 2. Why is that? The 2 bams. Maybe she just likes that tile. It just looks
West
pretty. I
wind.
don't know. But it doesn't make sense to me.
Five bamboos.
This is really nice like numbers going. Am I seeing everywhere like numbers?
1 dot. Two bamboos. One bamboo.
Okay, right here.
3 bamboos.
Okay, that's a match, I believe, or maybe not. It's,
9 dots.
It's not actually. She doesn't need the Kong of 7 cracks, so she's still 1 tile away.
Kong. 8 bamboos. Six dots.
Okay, yeah, she is discarding the 2 as I
2
mentioned. It
bamboos.
is not part of this pattern with Winds and Dragons.
7 bamboos. Five characters. Pung.
Okay, yeah, she's starting to melt, and that means
7
she's
characters.
waiting. She is waiting for 9. For 9 cracks.
6 characters. Four characters.
cracks.
5 characters.
Yeah, this hand is still a puzzle for me. I mean, unless it is, you know, as I said, it's 5779. It's just not progress.
3 bamboos.
So I don't see a quick way of winning with this pattern. Unless
White
there's something
dragon.
else, I always try. Not sure. Maybe I don't see something, a pattern that I'm supposed to. And right here, longer run of
9 bamboos.
dots. It's kind of useless at this point. 54 tiles left. Well, and there's somebody waiting.
2
Somebody waiting
characters.
for 9 cracks. The software is actually showing
Southwind.
you the files options. You see the player that is 1 tile away.
Kong.
She has an option to Mahjong, even though she doesn't have a Mahjong.
6
It's the
bamboos.
false options. The software is kind of tricking you into making a false declaration. You want to be watch out for that. Typically, it's when you are ready. If your
5
hand is
bamboos.
ready, the software will start tricking you into making a false declaration. So if the software tells you Mahjong, it doesn't really mean you have
6
Mahjong.
bamboos.
It just means you have the option to click and lose or win depending on what you got. Look here. That's a self-drawn tile. We have a clear leader on the table. That's a second deal. And she's winning tons of points by declaring a win on a self-drawn tile. So there are 2 players tied for first position in the marathon. But that's all for today for me. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. And please come to the next session, which is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And it's typically for a couple hours like today. And again, thank you for watching. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.